When we are talking about structures, just like I was trying to explain, when you look at the state structures, local government, ward level, and the national. So each political party ought to have states. Of course, we talk about state party, state secretariats. Of course, I want to believe that every political party has that structures per se to say in each state there must be a political party undergone that. But one thing is that in the state we have local governments, and in the local government we have wards, which we talk about councillorship. Labour Party, were they able to have structures to say that, okay, when they call forth now that, okay, who are the councillors that are representing in that particular local government or the ward? Do we have someone that can stand and canvass vote, that can educate the electorate? Because we talk about those who are party members. We have the general electorate that can vote. You can be a party member, and at the same time you may choose not to even vote for that political party. You can imagine that. So, okay, how many political parties? Okay, so I was trying to explain that do they have structures in that regard, that if they call for ward level meeting, do we have individuals that can stand out? If we go to local government, do we have its penetration, the affiliation in the local government? So if we talk about states, they have a state that was won, though, that is governed by Labour Party. Now, in that regard, you'll be able to see that there will be a little bit issue in that regard for Labour Party. But if the youth will take the campaign, I'm not just saying that Peter Obi is just for the youth. Anyway, there are youth that are still for Tinubu, there are youth that are for Atiku, there are youth that are for Kwankwaso and other political parties. But in the social media, when you look at it, how it's ravaging, you see that Peter Obi is standing out in that regard for the youth. So if these people can vote for him, not just be on the social media. Vote is not won by social media.
To me, it can be looked at in various aspects. First, there's a physical structure, because there are certain requirements that are expected from every political party. You must have physical representation in social number of states and all that. Yes, so it can be physical. It can also be people's structure, which one of the political parties has as a strength. You have the people's structure. I mean, when a political party has so many governors belonging to that political party and local government chairman and all that, so there's a people's structure. So I think that is basically what structure is about: the physical structure itself and the people's structure. So that's what the structures are about. And in the Nigerian of today, at least in the Nigerian voting style of today, that is what seemed to be driving the numbers. That's what seemed to be driving the numbers.
And youth, of course, if you talk about social media, Peter Obi will go further to win. But can this youth still stand out and still say that I'm voting for Peter Obi? Even if they were paid to vote for one political party or the other. So just like I'm saying that structures, okay, you talk about the state penetrations and others. We'll talk about the structures of the party, the governance of that political parties. Did they have, okay, we'll say state representations, national working committee, they have penetrations in different states, south, east, north, west, and did they have north? Did they have those people that can call for votes in that regard, that can canvass for votes, that can even talk to the old people that this is Peter Obi, oh, this is this person, we can vote for him. He has distinguished himself in so and so that we can vote for him. He stand out and so and so. But people are looking at the name that is reigning. The old people are looking for who is that person? Tinubu, he don't tell. Atiku Obi, Atiku. has been in political party, is our own. So we will now go to sentiments now. For the North, we will say, yes, we are standing for this. But because there is a structure in the political party, not all Northerners will go for Atiku. Because there is a structure already in it. There are some Northerners now that are going for Tinubu, who is in the southeast, in southwest. There are still Northerners, because a little some structures that Peter Obi has now, that even though they are in the north, they will still vote for him, because he has a structure that is much more like youthful in that regard. So for me, that is how I'm looking at it. But I'll talk about finances. I was talking to one of my colleagues who was talking, a young guy who came out for an election, and he said, meaning you must stand out, your agent must be paid, and you ensure that you follow up, you ensure that the video, you must ensure that they report, you must ensure, that is still another thing again that you need to stay managed. So money politics is still something that we need to work at. But as long as the money politics still play out, the one who has enough, the one that has paid much or enough, will still get it. But youth will be the one to stand out and say, no, we will, despite the money, we are going to vote for this individual. So for me, that is how it is. So the structure, the youth structures, Peter Obi has. But the statesmen and those who are already in politics, senators, House of Representative members, State House of Representative, local government and others, those who are holding positions, APC and PDP are much more dominant in those aspects. So looking at those angles and looking at this analysis, Peter Obi has a lot to do in that respect. And the youth must take the campaign down even to the villages for him to be able to stand out. That is my own mind. Though I may have a candidate at heart, but I want to say that there is someone that is panting for the country. There are people that just want to say, okay, I want to be president. And after being president, even for one day, I can go and rest. But my name has been that the president of Nigeria. But there is someone that will say, despite the fact, even if you did not call me president of Nigeria, but I will still stand out and still work for Nigeria as the president. So someone is not after the position, but there are some people that are after the position, not the work, but the position. Though based on my analysis, we'll be able to figure out to say that this person is after the work, not the position. But there are some that are after the position rather than the work. No matter if Nigeria will even crumble today, despite the fact it is in that regard, I will still be the president. Let me be the president, let Nigeria fall, no problem.
Keep watching. Osmet TV Africa. You touch it, you lose it.